Good morning, good morning, good morning. First day of actual writing thesis vlogging. Today the video of changing the channel went up, so I'll be seeing what you think you guys I should hashtag it as. I'm taking any suggestions, so don't even stick with the ones that I suggested. Tell me what you think that we should title it as or hashtag it as or whatever. But it is early in the morning, it's 8:30. It's a very odd time for me. But yeah, the most exciting thing that's ever going to happen during this entire writing process, other than me actually writing, which I don't think is going to be very exciting for you, but will be very exciting for me. But what is going to be exciting for us is my table got ordered. My writing desk is being delivered today, and I was thinking of putting it actually, I'm going to put it over there. I'm going to put it over there in the lounge, because the other option is to put it in this little sunroom over here. But this is where my books are and things like that. But the problem with this room is that it is actually too bright, because it has these like white walls, so you actually have to wear shades when you're in this room. And as you can see, the sun is already here first thing in the morning, so it's only really usable in the evenings. But because it gets so windy here, the windows rattle, so it won't be usable like all the time. Like in some days it'll be usable, other days won't be usable, and I need the desk to be easily accessible. By the way, I do apologize for all the noise, background noise coming. I live on a main street, a very busy main street, and yeah, I can't do anything about the bus right now, and the many cars and the taxi conductors screaming down, 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 down. Like it's just gonna be a part of our lives. So yeah, today is the day. I'm gonna wait for the desk, but I think in the meantime, let me show you where I used to sit. So this was my sitting situation, but the problem is that actually this chair is a bit low. So what happens is I have to put my hands are not like here, they are here, and my shoulders get sore. Like, I mean, it's a great routine, but this thing gets sore, and then I don't want to, and then like I just get tired and I give up. Alright. Okay. Are you gonna bring it all the way in or halfway to my wallet? Yeah. And then downstairs by the door there's also a green. This one needs to come out from here. How will it? Yay! I'm so proud of myself. Like you guys saw, like putting together this piece took me a while, like figuring out, and the thing is I couldn't figure out which pieces came like this and which was the outside piece. And I've done the like main back frame, but what I figured out was if I put all the screws in, I'm actually able to see what goes with what, because this drawing is so like, I mean, this is the step one, like which plank is that, which it makes like no sense whatsoever. Like I need to see like the big picture, and even here like I couldn't tell which plank was which one because it's already fully assembled. So I basically, my tactic now is to put all the screws together and then assemble it like a puzzle. There she is. It took, let's see, it's 1:30. The driver came here at 10:40, so it took about 11:40, 12:40, 1:40, 3 hours. And if you knew how sweaty I was, you wouldn't actually believe I'm sweating bullets. 6 o'clock. So yeah, this is the final look. I love it actually. It's perfect. It is perfect. And then down here I've got like little bookies. That shelf actually is a great idea. I actually bought this table because of that shelf, if I must be honest. But I did think that the shelf would come out. See, I actually thought that the shelf sat like here, and I thought that what I could do was put I thought the shelf was like here. So I thought that I could type and then look down and look at the, you know what I mean? Like as I was typing, I could be reading. That's what I thought actually when I bought this shelf, but I don't mind. The desk is wide enough to have like an article open on the side, to have a computer on the side, and it's got enough space to put other things on there. Like I've got my files, even like, so it's actually it's perfect. I don't mind at all. Okay. All right. Okay. Please forget my very crusty lips. They will be crusty for a very, very, very long time, because although my Accutane symptoms have mostly died down, the only thing I've got left is the crusty lips and like a sore back. So my ankles are fine now. It's just like now it's my back, which I think I need to start doing exercises for. This is what we need to do. We've got 52 days, 7 weeks. I'm not counting this week. And these are all the chapters that we need to do. We need to write 7 chapters, and in 7 weeks. Actually 8 chapters in 7 weeks. And we need about 200 to 250 pages. I can't get away with like 150, I mean, if it's really good, but this is not the final draft, so I would rather that there were more pages than less pages, if you know what I mean. So for now I'm working for 200 to 250 pages, and then next week we're going to start working on the methodology chapter, although I'm going to try and do it this week. I'm going to try and do as much as possible, but the breakdown is for the rest of the week, and then we shall take it from there. I also have work in the morning. This is our plan for the next 3 days. Tomorrow I'm going to work in the morning, so I'm going to update my endnotes and finish up my readings, which I think I've got not that many. And then I need to write out the complete PhD frame, like properly, like because I have it in my head, but I need to put it down on paper and fill it up as much as possible with details, and then write out the methodology frame so that I can see how it fits into the main frame. And then on Saturday I'm going to be writing, and then on Sunday I'm going to go to church and write. And basically these are 2 extra days that I've given myself, because my plan was to actually start the methodology chapter on this Monday the 11th, but I figure why not start whilst we have. Today was really like a prep day. I know it looks like a lot of procrastination. It probably is a lot of procrastination because I am the queen of procrastinating, but I really needed a writing desk. For a long time I was writing on that little table, but I would put like a pillow on the floor, and with my current back issues it was really not working for me. And then that situation at the back there wasn't working because my arms were getting sore. I mean, writing is a science, people. Like, people don't understand like how writers have like when you write you need like the correct environment. It's not something that you can just I suppose it is something that you could just do anyway, but there's also just creating the right kind of environment for you. And I'm sitting right in front of my massive lounge window, so that also allows me to look out. Because remember last year, was it last year that I got, no, 2 years ago I got glasses, and the issue wasn't that I needed actually glasses. It was that when I read, what ends up happening is the lines start joining together, and the optometrist basically said I need to start looking far out, because you spend so much time looking at the computer like this that you actually need to take a break and look like far out. And basically I get to look out. One day you will see this view, but I get to look out onto the very busy main road, as you can hear, and the ocean. Did I want to say yeah, it is procrastination, but it also I just needed to create a space in this house for me to be able to write. Because also the other thing is, I tend to be, from previous experience, I don't know how this is going to work this time, but for both my honors and my masters I wrote them all in the middle of the night. I've never been one to write during the day or do like heavy thinking during the day. I've always been a night owl, so I really needed a space to work from at home, because I couldn't work at work, because just I don't like to like stay in, because like I work until like 2-3 in the morning. I don't have a car, so firstly I'll be relying on Uber at 2-3 in the morning. PE is very small. Sometimes their Ubers are like, can be quite like, not sketchy, like dangerous, but like unreliable, because there actually aren't that many Ubers around. I'm not on Taxify. I don't. Anyway, I'm not on Taxify, so I don't want to be like caught out at work and then like also be alone in the corridors late at night. Like, that's just asking for trouble on so many levels, and I'm just like not asking for those extra troubles when I'm already got my own troubles as it is. So yeah, we have, I think it's a good start, and it's just a matter of keeping the momentum. Thank you so much for your overwhelming support and your just, it's gonna happen, you can't do this, you're gonna do this, we'll be here for you. And I really appreciate you, Gapsters. You don't understand, like, at like my wit's end. And I started this channel because of my PhD, and I can't believe that I'm now part of a family at this sort of like end point that we're going to end the PhD with together. And I really honestly, like, you don't understand how much I appreciated every single word of encouragement that you gave. It really just, so thank you very much, Gapsters. I really appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, Gapsters.